The average person unknowingly breaks 3 federal laws every day. And 1 in 3 Americans have a police record. You've probably already broken the law this morning without even realizing it. And no, I'm not talking about you driving over the speed limit to make it to work. Though yes, that is a crime. Without getting into a debate on morality and the definition of right and wrong, federal law makes it simple for its citizens to stay within the bounds the governing jurisdiction has set. While times change and laws evolve, each law presented and passed has a history behind the mayhem. From idling your car to singing children's songs, here are 10 crimes you can commit without knowing it. Make sure to get your lawyer on the phone. We're all going to need it. 10. Fake social media accounts. We've all seen the classic MTV show Catfish, and everybody and their dog has created a false social media account using a fake name. While these fake accounts are used to post fun pictures and random things only, a select group of friends get to see, creating a fake account is illegal. Gasp. Anyone on a communication device that impersonates someone other than themselves can actually be considered identity theft and is punishable by law with prison sentences and a fine. Not to mention any counts of copyright infringement the arresting officer might want to add. If you post a picture, a drawing, a painting, or a song already claimed by another entity as intellectual property without the original owner's permission, it's illegal. Of course, it depends on how influential this false identity is and how many people are affected by it that dictates the severity of punishment. 9. Noisy neighbors. If you've been loud at night, you've committed an offense. Each state has designated quiet hours from approximately 10 p.m. in the evenings to 8 a.m. the next day, stating that any music, TV, movie, even your vacuum, or anything that disturbs any dwelling is illegal. While the hours of this law range from state to state, make sure to come home from the clubs in an orderly manner. Otherwise, your neighbor has full rights to file a complaint. And for every day the disturbance continues, the complaining neighbor will receive $30 for each offense committed against them. They may have to prove the noise level is over a certain level decibel. But loud and unusual noises are unlawful all the same. So keep it down, will ya? 8. Permanent markers. Back in the day, permanent marker pens and cans of spray paint used to be kept on the shelf and not behind a glass case. Nowadays, however, it's illegal for teenagers to buy permanent markers or even be in possession of one on any property, public or private. A student was even reported by their teacher and arrested back in 2013. The teacher's name was probably Ms. Karen. Anti-graffiti laws were set in place under the Criminal Act of 1971. Graffiti became popular in the 1960s as a form of expression by artists and political activists alike. But the courts saw it as vandalism and destruction of property. Over time, the laws have received pushback claiming it to be an attack on poor communities' creativity and even freedom of speech. We agree, the pen is mightier than the sword. Or in this case, the permanent marker. 7. Tiny homes. Tiny homes are tricky since their laws vary by state, city, and town. But living in a tiny home can be illegal. This is due to the nature of the Fourth Amendment to the U.S. Constitution, which states that it is a person's right to be secure in their persons, houses, and effects against unreasonable searches. But it's a little gray on what constitutes a house since a house is defined as a building. And a building is defined as a structure with a roof and walls, and a structure as something complex. Which a tiny home is, in case you've never seen HGTV. Some states ban movable tiny homes, while others ban dwellings less than 400 square feet. So if you're thinking of moving into a van or tiny home and hitting the road, double check with the zoning regulations of where you're headed.